Hello students, I am Shomaghosh and today my topic is wind from class 9 Beehive. So let's see. It is written by SUBHRAMANIA Bharati and translated by a.k.ramanujan from Tamil. So let's look at the poem and analyze it with the figure of speech with the poem's lines. Our poet describes wind as a human being. Let's see how he describes. Wind comes softly. So he is requesting wind to come softly. Don't break the shutters of the windows. Don't scatter the papers. Don't throw down books. So here poet is saying to the wind that don't do these disturbances or destructions. Our poet is feeling very arrogance with the wind and said, "You brought rain again. You are very clever at poking fun at the weaklings." That means wind only destroys the weaker persons, not the strong person. Frail crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts. The wind god winnows and crushes them all. So what it means? Wind god crushes those who are weaker in mind. So here poet uses crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, wood, bodies and crumbling lives. So these are only to say about the weaker hearts, the crumbling hearts and the weaker persons. So our wind god crushes them only. He won't do what you tell him. So come, let's build strong homes. Let's join the doors firmly, practice to form the body, make the heart steadfast. So what you tell him, he will not listen. So we have to build ourselves without blaming him. Wind will do his work, but we have to prepare ourselves. Let's see. So we have to be strong enough to stand in front of that wind. Do this and the wind will be friends with us. The wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. That means if you are strong enough, you can be the friend of the wind. And the wind blows out who are the weak. But the stronger can be the friend of the wind. His friendship is good. We praise him every day. So if wind is with us, then no one can crush us. And we will have a very good friendship with the wind. And we praise him every day for his power. So we'll have a powerful friendship with the wind. But the weaker will be destroyed. Let's see what are the figure of speech used here in this poem. First I have taken the example, don't break, don't scatter, don't throw. So the repeating words, phrases or clauses at the front of the line is called anaphora. Another example, you brought rain, you are very clever. You can find in that poem's line. So check it out. Next is simply repetition, and that using same words, phrases or clauses many times in lines, means anywhere in the line. So we know repetition at the front is called anaphora, but repetition can be done anywhere. It's called only repetition. Next one is very important in that poem, that is personification. From the first we know that our poet is telling wind comes softly. So here wind is only mentioned as a human being. Okay, and he used he for that wind to personify it. Let's see the another one, that is alliteration. Wind god winnows. The wind will be friend with us. Wind blows out weak fires. In these lines, W sounds are too many times repeated. So we know that when our consonant sound repeated too many times, it's called consonance and it's a part of alliteration. Next is symbolism. that is, symbolizes something else. wind is symbolized as negative power or obstacles, while weak fires denotes the weak people. Symbolizing means not the literal meaning we are seeing here, that is wind and the weak fires, but symbolizes something else. Wind for that obstacles and weak fires for the weak people. Next one is the understatement, and that you are facing from the first time. The wind god winnows and crushes them all. Winnows, that means to indicate the condition of the weak people and how they are underestimated. The literary meaning of the winnows is to separate the grains from the husks by blowing it out. So here blow also resemble to the wind. So here our poet gives an example of a trivial work to show the destruction of the weaker people. So be strong and survive here, not too weaker here. That's our poet's suggestion in this poem. So students, that's all about today. Thank you for watching my video, and I will cover the next part of the other prose and poem also of class 9 Beehive and moments. So keep following. Till then, bye bye.